Okay. Got relationship advice on Reddit. I'm 38 male. I'm finding it hard to date after my wife, 32 female, passed away. Hi everyone. 5 years ago, my wife of 6 years was killed in a car crash. My condolences. We had a 3-year-old daughter at the time who is 8 years old now. Bless him. Life has been anything but easy since, but I've been lucky to have a strong support system of family and friends and have a strong career which has helped us get by. Over the past 6 months, I've thought about getting back into dating. Funnily and eerily enough, my wife and I had talked about what we would do if one of us died young, and we were firm that the other person should date, marry again. So I know this is something she would have wanted. I'm also eager for companionship and a relationship, but I haven't had much success at all. Bless you. It must be so hard. My major issue is I compare every potential partner to my wife in my head.
Inescapable, really.
Yeah, I think it is. And I don't think I'd want to be the woman that was trying to fill the shoes of... Because they've separated not by choice. It's been forced upon them, and he still loves her.
Yeah, I can't imagine dating a widower.
No. It's like I'm looking for an excuse to not give that person a chance. I want to make it clear that I'm not looking for a new mother for my daughter, but I wonder if women might think I am and get turned off. Basically, I'm playing out every worst-case scenario in my head. Any advice on how to tackle this?
Oh, bless him.
Oh. Well, I think my advice is maybe don't necessarily divulge everything in the beginning. Get to know somebody. Maybe try and look for friendships.
Yeah, stay off the dating apps.
Yeah, don't go for dating. Try and look for friendships. And if it does go anywhere, then it will naturally progress there. Don't force it, because it doesn't sound like emotionally. I don't know if you could ever be ready. It's not... It's a hard one, really, having never been in that situation.
Yeah.
But yeah. Shall I read a comment? This is quite a long comment, but says, my mum passed away when I was 12 from a skidoo accident, and my dad was very much in the same boat as you are in now. They had married at 19 and stayed together until her death at the age of 35. My parents also had that conversation, and he also knew that even if tragedy struck him, the world didn't stop turning and he couldn't stop living. He wanted to show us that life goes on anyways. You just have to do the best you can with what you have. Your wife was, I am sure, an amazing woman, and you do very well to cherish her memory and keep her alive for your daughter so she can know who her mother was. But be very careful between cherishing her memory and idolizing her.
Yeah.
She was a person, and like any person, she also had her faults too. My father met my stepmother 3 or so years after, and she once asked my dad if he still loved his first wife, my mum. And if he still loved her, how could he love my stepmum now? My dad took a moment to think about it, and in the best way he explained that, he would always love her. They were torn apart, not because they stopped loving each other, but because circumstances decided that was it. But he could love her memory and also love my stepmother for the wonderful woman she was as well.
Aww.
That it wasn't a competition because they each were cherished to him. She was the love of his life then, and now my stepmum is the love of his life now. He could never compare them because it's apples and oranges. These are 2 different people. You have to first take your dearly departed wife off the pedestal you put her on that makes you compare her to any other woman coming into your life now. Because that isn't really fair. Once you do that, once you make her human again, you can start realising that not everyone is perfect, and you can start looking for a new partner without the shadow of the old one constantly in the background to compare these women to. Love isn't something that can be divided. It grows and multiplies, and just because you love a new woman does not mean you love your first wife any less. And just because you love and adore your first wife does not mean any other woman that comes after will be lacking. It just means they will be different. Wow.
That's brilliant.
That is really, really concise. Just perfect.
Excellent comment.
Yeah. Well done, Lady Bloodless.
Well,
not so sure I like your name, but...
You may be bloodless, but you're not heartless.
No, absolutely. And certainly not brainless.
Oh, OP replied.
OP replied to that and said, "Thank you so much for your response and sorry that you went through losing a parent at such a young age. I hear you and agree. My wife and I dated since we were 19 and 18 too, and knew each other so well. I'm a nerd and have some weird interests and always found it crazy how she would fall for and accept someone like me, haha. It's insecurity too that makes me think surely no other woman would understand me like she did." Aww.
There'll be someone else.
There will be.
There's always someone else.
Absolutely.
I don't really believe in the whole soulmate thing.
I don't know. I'm a bit of a sucker.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a sucker. But I don't think that...
I don't think
certainly
there's just one,
the death
anyway.
of a partner.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Like, I've got my partner now. I can't imagine loving anyone else. But
yeah, true.
It's...
Although if Henry Cavill comes knocking...
Who's that?
Henry Cavill, Superman.
Really? So no, I always make jokes about Kit Harington.
You and Jon Snow.
I know,
honestly.
I'm a sucker. But if he come here, I'd just be like, "Hi, come in, have a cup of tea." I'd want to talk to him.
I'm afraid he's married to the lady who played Ygritte.
Oh, that's so cute. But
That
I
is
wouldn't.
cute.
I wouldn't. You know, I'd love to have a cup of tea with Lord Tyrion.
Oh yeah,
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, I'd sooner go out for dinner and have conversations. But no.
Well, that can
There's
be
only one
another
man for me.
episode that we do. Is our dinner guests.
Ah, perfect dinner guests.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that. Should we wrap this one up, or do you want to look at a few more comments? I just think that I can't top
You can't
that.
top that first comment, really, and that's
And
why
OP's
it's been
replied,
pinned.
and I just think that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, I just wish OP all the luck, and
I really do, and yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's commonplace to, when someone you love dies, to forget all their flaws.
oh, of
And
course, the
just
rose tinted
remember-
glasses.
Yeah, remember all the good bits, but
Yeah.
make her
Yeah.
human. I just think that comment was fabulous. Absolutely
It was
fabulous.
fabulous. It was the best advice ever.